DEA Special Agent Marcus Rivera had been tracking cartel tunnels for 6 years, but nothing prepared him for what his ground-penetrating radar revealed that morning. 4.2 kilometers. Not feet, not meters, kilometers. The longest, most sophisticated drug tunnel ever, discovered beneath the U.S. Mexico border. A subterranean highway stretching from a warehouse in Tijuana to a warehouse in Otay Mesa, California. Deep enough to avoid detection, wide enough to drive vehicles through, advanced enough to have rail systems, ventilation, and lighting. El Chapo's final masterpiece, operational years after his capture. Marcus, 34, former Army Ranger turned DEA agent, specialized in tunnel infiltration. His job: map the tunnel, gather evidence, identify exits, and get out before the cartel realized they'd been compromised. Simple, clean, safe. He had no idea he was about to spend the next 19 hours lost in a pitch-black labyrinth, fighting 40-plus cartel soldiers, with no backup, no map, and no way out. This is the story of how one man survived the longest underground manhunt in DEA history, and lived to tell about it. The tunnel entrance was hidden beneath a hydraulic lift in an abandoned warehouse's concrete floor. Ingenious, simple, invisible unless you knew exactly where to look. Marcus stood at the edge, peering down into absolute darkness. His team, 6 agents, including his partner Carlos Mendez, 38, veteran agent, Marcus's best friend for 4 years, prepared equipment, entry. Marcus and Carlos enter first. Mission: map tunnel, photograph, tag evidence. Duration: 4 hours maximum. Backup: 4 agents remain surface, 2 follow behind. Extraction: Mexican Federal Police standing by. Simple infiltration: get in, map it, get out, tactical flashlight, backup battery 12 hours. Body camera, recording. GPS tracker, underground, signal weak. Glock 19, 60 rounds ammunition. Tactical knife. Water, 2 liters. Protein bars, 4. Radio, surface communication. The tunnel descended at a 30-degree angle. Professionally excavated. Reinforced concrete walls. Fluorescent lights every 50 feet, currently off. Rail system for drug carts. Ventilation shafts every 200 meters. This wasn't a tunnel. It was an underground highway. Hour 0, descent begins. Marcus and Carlos descended the steel ladder, 15 meters down, then horizontal. The tunnel stretched ahead into darkness, perfectly straight for as far as their lights reached. "Jesus," Carlos whispered. "This is massive." Temperature: 18 degrees Celsius. Humid, musty, the smell of earth and diesel fuel. They began walking, photographing, documenting. Every 100 meters, Marcus spray-painted a fluorescent orange arrow pointing back toward the entrance. Basic navigation. Smart protocol. Hour 1, first junction. At 800 meters, the tunnel split. Not on the radar. Not in the intelligence. A fork, left and right, identical construction. The radar only showed 1 tunnel, Carlos said, checking his equipment. Marcus made a decision. "You map left. I'll map right. Radio contact every 15 minutes. Meet back here in 1 hour." Standard protocol. Cover more ground. Efficient. Fatal mistake. Hour 2, the collapse. Marcus was 400 meters down the right branch when he heard it. A rumble. Deep. Subsonic. The kind you feel in your chest before you hear it. Then boom. The tunnel shook. Dust erupted. His radio exploded with Carlos's voice. "Collapse. Marcus, get back. The main tunnel is." Static. Marcus ran. Full sprint back toward the junction. 400 meters in darkness, stumbling, flashlight bouncing. He reached the junction. The main tunnel, the way back to the entrance, was gone. Buried under 200 tons of collapsed earth and concrete. The ceiling had failed. Whether structural weakness or deliberate sabotage, irrelevant. The entrance was sealed. He was alone, trapped, 1.2 kilometers from the entrance, in a tunnel system that now had no exit. His radio, dead, jammed by earth or damaged. His GPS, no signal this deep. His backup, unreachable. Carlos's fate, unknown, possibly buried, possibly escaped. No way to know. Marcus was utterly, completely alone. Marcus sat against the wall, controlling his breathing. Army Ranger training: assess, adapt, survive. Situation: trapped in unknown tunnel system. Main exit collapsed. Unknown number of branches/exits. Carlos status: unknown. Backup unaware of his exact location. Cartel possibly aware if collapse deliberate. Equipment: functional but limited. Time: unknown until air runs out. Options: wait for rescue. Unknown if they can reach him. Explore, find alternative exit. Dig through collapse. Impossible, 200 tons. Decision: explore. Find exit. Survive. Hour 4, the network. Marcus began systematic exploration. Military precision. The tunnel wasn't one tunnel. It was a network. As he explored, he discovered 7 major branches, 23 smaller passages. For ventilation shafts, too narrow to climb. 2 storage chambers, empty, recently used. 1 living quarters, bunks, supplies, evidence of recent occupation. This wasn't just a drug tunnel. It was an underground base. Marcus began memorizing the layout. Every turn, every measurement, pace steps, every junction. He had no paper, no map, just his mind. Photographic memory training from Army intelligence. He started building a mental map. Hour 5, first contact. Voices: Spanish. Multiple men, coming from the North Branch. Cartel soldiers. At least 6, based on distinct voices. Marcus killed his flashlight. Absolute darkness. He pressed against the wall, controlling his breathing. The voices grew closer. Flashlights swept the tunnel. They were searching. For him? For the collapse? Patrolling? He heard fragments. El Gringo, DEA. Find him. El Jeef want him alive. They knew he was here. The collapse wasn't accidental. They'd trigger it. Trapped him deliberately. This wasn't a rescue situation. This was a hunt. Marcus had 2 choices: hide or fight. He chose option 3, evade and map. Stay mobile. Avoid contact. Find an exit. The hunting had begun. Hour 6 to 8, cat and mouse. For 3 hours, Marcus moved through the darkness like a ghost. He learned the cartel's patterns. Patrols every 30 minutes. Groups of 3 to 4 men. Rotating between major branches. Communication via radio. He could hear their chatter. Searching systematically. Marcus stayed ahead. Moving. Memorizing. Mapping mentally. He encountered his first patrol at hour 6. 3 men. AK-47s. Flashlights sweeping. Speaking casually. Thinking him unarmed and scared. Marcus had 60 seconds before they spotted him. The tunnel was straight. No cover. He extinguished his light. Pressed into a small maintenance alcove, barely 2 feet deep. Held his breath. They walked past, 3 feet away, so close he could smell their cigarettes. They didn't see him. When they passed, he exhaled. But his mental map grew. Every patrol revealed new information. They were based somewhere central. They controlled at least 3 exits. They numbered 40+ men based on radio chatter. He was outnumbered 40 to 1. In the dark, underground, alone, hour 15 collapse. Marcus found a small maintenance room, locked the door, sat in darkness. He was breaking. 19 hours awake, 15 hours underground. Constant combat, dehydration, fear, isolation. His hands shook. His breath came ragged. Claustrophobia, which he'd never experienced, began creeping in. The walls felt closer. The air thinner. The darkness absolute. He turned on the captured cartel radio. Listened. They were coordinating, bringing in reinforcements from above, sealing all exits. They wanted him alive. El Jeef's orders: capture the DEA agent, interrogate, execute publicly. Marcus had killed 22 of their men. They were furious, scared, hunting with everything. But listening to their radio chatter, he learned something critical. They mentioned La Salida Norte North Exit, La Salida Este East Exit, and La Entrada Principal Main Entrance collapsed. There were at least 2 other exits he hadn't found. Hour 16, the breakthrough. Marcus closed his eyes, visualized his mental map. Every tunnel, every junction, every measurement. 19 hours of walking, fighting, memorizing. His mind had recorded everything. He began drawing, not on paper, on the floor, with his finger in the dust. The entire 4.2-kilometer tunnel system. Every branch, every chamber, every ventilation shaft. From memory. Perfect recall. He identified where the north exit had to be, based on cartel patrol patterns and radio chatter. A branch he'd dismissed as dead-end earlier, but he'd only gone 100 meters in. If it continued another 400 meters, it would reach the surface near the Otay Mesa Industrial Park. The east exit matched a tunnel he'd marked as unexplored, small, because the entrance was narrow. But narrow didn't mean it didn't lead somewhere. He had 2 possible escape routes, but both were currently patrolled. Hour 17, the decision. Marcus had 3 options. Wait for rescue. DEA knows he entered. They'll dig. Eventually. Maybe days. His air would run out first. Cartel would find him first. Fight to north exit, closest. But heavily patrolled, 8 to 10 cartel based on radio. Would require firefight. Ammunition limited. Odds poor. Sneak to east exit, farther. Narrow tunnel claustrophobic. But fewer patrols, 2 to 3 cartel. Higher chance of stealth exit. Army Ranger motto, I will never leave a fallen comrade. But Carlos's fate was unknown. Possibly dead. Possibly escaped. Marcus couldn't help anyone if he died down here. He chose option 3, east exit. Stealth approach. Survive. Report. Bring back a full team to recover Carlos if possible. Survival first. Rescue Carlos second. Die helping no one. Never. The east tunnel was narrow. 3 feet wide. 4 feet tall. Marcus had to crawl. With an AK-47. In total darkness, flashlight off to avoid detection. Pulling himself forward with elbows. The walls pressed in. Claustrophobia maximum. His breathing accelerated. Panic rising. The walls closing. Can't breathe. Can't move. Trapped. Buried alive. Marcus stopped. Controlled his breathing. Army SEER training. Panic kills. Control your mind. He continued crawling. For 45 minutes, he crawled through absolute darkness, pulling himself forward, AK dragging behind. Knowing if he encountered cartel in this tunnel, he'd be trapped with no room to fight. Hour 1845, contact. Ahead, voices. Light. 2 cartel soldiers. Guarding the east exit. Marcus was 20 feet away, in a 3-foot tunnel. No room to maneuver. Option 1. Retreat, no time, they're alerted. Option 2. Fight, impossible position. Option 3. Wait, they'll patrol toward him eventually. He chose option 4, surprise assault. Marcus turned on his flashlight, blinding them, and fired the AK in full auto. In the confined space, the noise was deafening. Shell casings bounced off walls. Muzzle flash illuminated everything. Both guards dropped. But the noise alerted everyone. Radio chatter exploded. Every cartel unit mobilizing toward east exit. Marcus had seconds. Hour 19 surface. He climbed over the bodies, reached a ladder, scrambled up 15 feet. Then a manhole cover, locked from outside. No, after 19 hours. Right there, locked. Marcus braced his back against the ladder, feet against the manhole cover, and pushed with every ounce of strength. The lock held. Below, footsteps, shouts, flashlights. They were coming. Marcus pulled a fragmentation grenade from one of the dead guards, jammed it against the lock mechanism, climbed down 10 feet, pulled the pin. The explosion was massive in the confined space. His ears rang. Dust filled everything. But the manhole cover, open. Marcus climbed, emerged into San Diego, California. Otay Mesa Industrial Park. August 13th, 2019, 12:17 a.m. Night air. Fresh. Cool. Stars visible. He'd been underground 19 hours and 47 minutes. Behind him, gunfire. Cartel soldiers emerging from the tunnel. Marcus ran. Through industrial lot. Toward lights. Toward civilization. Police sirens already approaching. Explosion reported. He flagged down a SDPD unit. Hands raised, identify himself. DEA. Special Agent Marcus Rivera. I need immediate backup and medical. Epilogue, the aftermath. Sharp Memorial Hospital, San Diego. August 13, 2019, 4 a.m. Marcus was treated for dehydration, severe. Malnutrition, 19 hours, no food. Gunshot wound, left shoulder, superficial. Acoustic trauma, hearing damage from explosion. Cuts, bruises, contusions, extensive. Psychological trauma, acute stress, claustrophobia. Carlos Mendez, recovered alive. He'd escaped through the main entrance seconds before the collapse. Spent 18 hours coordinating rescue efforts, thinking Marcus was dead. The tunnel. Based on Marcus's perfect mental map, which he drew in detail at the hospital, DEA and Mexican federal police raided the tunnel system. Results: 18 cartel members captured, 22 killed by Marcus confirmed. 4.2 kilometers of tunnel mapped, exactly as Marcus described. 7 major branches, exactly as Marcus counted. 2 additional exits discovered north and east, exactly where Marcus predicted. 2.3 tons of cocaine seized. $15 million in cash recovered. Tunnel permanently destroyed. Marcus's mental map was so accurate that engineers used it as the blueprint for the raid. Every measurement within 2% accuracy. Every junction correctly placed. Every chamber identified. 19 hours. In darkness. Under fire. Perfect recall. The recognition. Marcus received. DEA Medal of Honor, highest award. Purple Heart, combat injury. Promotion to Supervisory Special Agent. CNN Hero of the Year, 2019. But he also struggled with PTSD, nightmares, claustrophobia. Survivor's guilt, 22 killed, even though enemies. Hypervigilance, constant alertness. Required 18 months therapy. Today, Marcus Rivera, now 39, serves as DEA's Chief Tunnel Operations Specialist. He trains agents worldwide in underground combat, tunnel mapping, and survival. He's mapped 47 additional tunnels across the U.S. Mexico border. Saved countless lives, prevented tons of drugs from entering the U.S. But he never goes underground anymore. Trains from surface only. The claustrophobia never fully healed. The tunnel that trapped him, officially designated Tunnel Number 58 in DEA records, is now known informally among agents as the Tunnel King's Labyrinth, because one man entered a maze designed to trap him, and he mapped every inch of it, in the dark, under fire, alone, and walked out alive, with a perfect map in his mind. Duration underground, 19 hours, 47 minutes. Tunnel length, 4.2 kilometers. Depth, 15 to 25 meters below surface. Enemy combatants, 40 plus estimated. Confirmed kills, 22. Wounds sustained, 1 gunshot superficial, multiple contusions. Ammunition expended, 76 rounds Glock, 140 plus rounds AK-47. Mental map accuracy, 98% verified post-raid. Carlos Mendez, alive, recovered. DEA Medal of Honor, awarded. Legacy, 47 additional tunnels mapped, countless lives saved. Marcus proved that the human mind, properly trained, properly disciplined, can create perfect maps even in absolute darkness, under life-threatening stress, in impossible conditions. He became the Tunnel King, not because he conquered tunnels, but because he mastered his own mind, and that mental mastery saved his life.